Owen Farrell kicked England to their first victory since February to end a run of 5 straight Test defeats and lift the pressure off Eddie Jones. Leading by example, Captain Farrell defied dreadful conditions to land all 6 of his shots on goal and avert a series whitewash. The occasion offered a long-awaited opportunity for Danny Cipriani to strut his stuff 10 years on from his last start. But he was a relatively peripheral figure as Farrell grabbed hold of the occasion and delivered a display of near-error-free rugby. It was what England had cried out for over 4 winless months, a solid forward platform and control from the decision-makers in the backfield. A Johnny May try, created by a delightful Cipriani chip, sealed the victory 9 minutes from time. England had learned the hard way in this series that a good start guarantees nothing, but this time they got their noses in front and found a way to keep them there until halftime. In Johannesburg and Bloemfontein they had fallen away alarmingly as the effects of altitude kicked in. But here at sea level they comfortably remained in the contest. The reasons for that were not all down to them. Conditions underfoot were treacherous. Factor in a slippery ball and it was the side that made fewer errors that prospered. To concede only 5 penalties was a sensational improvement on the first 2 tests when they shipped 30 in, surrendering the series with a game to spare. Farrell set the ball rolling by kicking his first 2 penalties. Tom Curry caught the eye at the breakdown and the rest of them mucked in to execute the most basic of game plans. Quite right too, given where ambition and overeagerness had got them at Ellis Park and Free State Stadium. You felt for Cipriani, who barely touched the ball in his first start for 10 years, but far better to let his opposite number Elton Jantjies make mistakes than risk giving up momentum by self-inflicted errors. A flat atmosphere didn't help the home team, but boss Rassie Erasmus' decision to replace his entire front row most certainly did. Within a minute new prop Stephen Kitshoff had barged his way through 2 England tackles, his pack flooded through after him and Jantjies sent a grubber through for Jesse Creel to score the game's first try, then landed a difficult conversion. To their credit England hit straight back, Farrell nailing a 40-meter penalty to recapture the lead, then extending it with his 5th successful kick from as many attempts. This time the box could not respond. As Farrell and his forwards suffocated the life out of the contest, Cipriani sent an exquisite diagonal into the right corner. May pinned back his ears and won a foot race to the ball to maintain his try-a-game record. The relief in English ranks was easy to understand. It has been a long time between drinks.